Welcome back. AEW was brilliant, Impact Wrestling was brilliant, NWA Weekly was brilliant, and now we start a new journey as we have just gone past one of our big four pay-per-views a year, and we head towards our 1 year anniversary of Impact Wrestling in 1987, and that will be Slammiversary, of course. We've got Against All Odds and Turning Point, or Final Revolutions. Hold on, let's have a look. Because I know that this ain't typical to the stand schedule. So we've got Against All Odds, Final Revolutions, and Slammiversary. Turning Point happens in June. But yes, if you want to know, I am at the moment in the process, during doing this, recording the Christmas special. So that's what's going on at the moment behind the scenes. But yeah, so let's get on with it. 1,995 people at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds Arena. In a decent pre-show match, Bob Holly and Scorpio Jr. defeat Liz Mark and Chris Benoit in 15:30 when Bob Holly defeated Liz Mark by putting the line flying leg drop. Benoit 61, Liz Mark 43, Scorpio Jr. 35, Bob Holly 38. Liz Mark and taking on Bob Holly in performance 53C-. In a decent pre-show match, the Rockers defeat LA Park and Yokozuna when Marty Jannetty defeated LA Park by putting the Rocker Shock. Marty Jannetty 53, Shawn Michaels 46, Yokozuna 36, LA Park 44. Michaels in performance, 51D+. In a decent pre-show match, Owen Hart defeated Ultimate Warrior in 14:46 by submission and sharpshooter. Owen Hart 59, Ultimate Warrior 43. No work appearance, 56C-. And we open up the night with Tony Schiavone, and he's like, this past weekend at Hollow Scream was action-packed. It was an action-packed night, but Impact fans were left in shock when Jim Nadine Hart attacked his brother, Brett. Joining me now is Jim Nadine Hart. What was your reason for attacking your brother? And Jim's like, look, here, have you been watching Impact each week? He's been saying he's the best American. He's the best and America sucks. Look here. The big giant WWF gave us a chance and we took it. We were loved and he leaves for Impact and then I see him doing what he was doing. I attacked him to send a message that I'll not let him treat this company and all these fans like shit. And he basically leaves the set. 56C-, we're going to open up with our first match on the TV tapings. In about that good heat and decent wrestling, the Steiner Brothers defeated the Samoan SWAT team in 7-11, where Rick Steiner defeated Samu by putting the Flying Bulldog. Steiner Brothers made defense number one of their Impact World Tag Team titles after this past Saturday night's ladder match. I thought it was only fair we give them another chance to get the belts. Have a quick drink. Rikishi 45, Samu 47, Rick Steiner 54, Scott Steiner 54, no recurrence, 55C-. After the match, the Steiner Brothers celebrating their victory at their belts when the Nasty Boys went in attack and beating them down to the match, and that starts the Impact World Tag Team Championship storyline. In an exceptional match, Bret Hart defeated Sergeant Slaughter in 6:28 by using the ropes and leverage. Bret Hart 76, Sergeant Slaughter 66. No recommendations. Jim Nadine Hart joined commentary for that match, but he didn't do a very good job. And then we got Tony Schiavone again. He's like, "Welcome back to Impact. Joining me now, Julie Blanchard." And she was like, "Look here, right now there is a monster on top of the mountain, and that is Big John Studd. Oh yeah, cheer him. He's a waste of space. He's not a true champion. I am the one true champion and should be treated as such. So in 4 weeks I'll be facing Big John Studd and I will win the Impact World Heavyweight Championship." So we've got our first match booked for Against All Odds here tonight, and that, of course, well, technically speaking, we're gonna have two booked, but we're not gonna worry about that. It will be Big John Studd. It will be Julie Blanchard on the line for that Impact World Heavyweight Championship. That will be happening. 63C, nice little promo. In a decent match, Flash Funk, Doc Dean, Brian Pillman and Blue Demon Jr. defeated Barry Horowitz, Blue Panther, Eddie Guerrero and Shawn El Guerrero. In 7:33, and Brian Pillman defeated Blue Panther by putting the Fleeping Lusting Lariat. Blue Demon Jr. 35, Brian Pillman 50, Doc Dean 37, Flash Funk 39, Shawn El Guerrero 39, Eddie Guerrero 51, Blue Panther 56, Barry Horowitz 48, Eddie Guerrero in performance and Barry Horowitz in performance. Nicely done, a nice little all X Division matchup. Barry Horowitz does need to leave the X Division, but I'm not going to judge that. 52D+. In a decent match, Sting defeated Steven Regal in 7:05 by pinfall. Sting makes defense number 4 of his Impact National Championship. Steven Regal 44, Sting at 52. No recommendations 54C-. And then Razor Ramon comes out to this announce table and he's like, "Hey yo, you see that title you hold, Chico? That's going to be mine. You think you're going to be the best champion? You're not. That title is mine." And he throws the toothpick in Sting's face, and the Sting and Razor start brawling until they get split up by Ray Jason's staff. 52D+. In an exceptional match, Trudy Blanchard defeated Barry Windham in 2016 by putting with a slingshot suplex. Trudy Blanchard 74, Barry Windham 73, Trudy Blanchard Techno, an 80B main event. tonight. And then we've got one post-show match. In an exceptional post-show match, Big John Studd and Jim the Dean Hart defeated Larry Zbyszko and Arn Anderson in 14:31. When Jim the Dean Hart defeated Arn Anderson by the Anvil Flatliner. Arn Anderson 72, Larry Zbyszko 70, Jim the Dean Hart 67, Big John Studd 79. No work improvements. That's where we end tonight's Impact with 73 B-. I'll thank you all for watching this part, and we'll see you as episode 5 rolls on in the next Impact Wrestling. Thanks for watching, guys. We've got a bit of a smaller venue tonight, but 1,000 people have packed out the Venice Community Centre in a decent pre-show match. Bill Panther defeated Flash Fung in 15:25, Flash Fung 42, Blue Panther 54. No worker runs 54C-, not a bad match. In a decent pre-show match, Danny Davis defeated Yokozuna in 14:35 by pinfall, Yokozuna 36, Danny Davis 41, no worker runs 42D. Welcome to another week of great wrestling from Impact, but first, joining me at this time, Bret Hart. And Bret's like, shut up, you little idiot, and let me speak. Jim Hart, how dare you attack me 2 weeks ago? It's bullshit. If you want to take this to the ring, then you've got it. 3 weeks against all odds. See you then, brother. And Tony's like, well, another match has been set. Join me later when I'll be joined by Sting and Razor Ramon, and they'll be signing the contract for their match. So another match is now booked for against all odds, which will be Bret Hart versus Jim the Dean Hart, 1-on-1 against all odds. 66C+, not a bad way to open up the night. In a decent match, Barry Horowitz has left the X Division, and he defeats Juice van der Liger in 15:5 minutes 37 by from the Horowitz roll-up. Juice van der Liger 49, Barry Horowitz 45. Barry Horowitz in Rumble and Performance 52D+. These don't seem to click. In a decent match, Blue Panther Jr., Brian Pillman and Chris Benoit defeat Bob Holly, Eddie Guerrero, and Norman Smiley replaces Barry Horowitz in 5:36 when Brian Pillman defeat Bob Holly by the leaping thrust lariat. Benoit 61, Pillman 49, Blue Demon Jr. 31, Norman Smiley 33, Eddie Guerrero 51, and Bob Holly 36, Brian Pillman in performance 51D+. And Tony's like, now as promised, joining me now, Sting and Razor. Now you must not lay on hands on each other, sign the contract and leave. And Sting just gets the mic and goes, look here, Razor, I'm going to sign this contract, so in 3 weeks against all odds, I'll kick your ass. Sting signs the contract and Razor goes, okay, Chico, I'll do the same. And he signs and walks off, and so does Sting. Well, Sting walks off, and Tony goes, there you go, it's official. It'll be Razor Ramon versus Sting for the national title against all odds. So we now have the other title match of the night, as it will be Sting on national championship, and he will be defending the national championship against Razor Ramon live. So that's going to be a good one. 54C-. Tony and then we'll come back after commercial break. Tony's like, joining me now, Nasty Boys, and Jerry's like, look at all these fans and all of you at home, and Impact Management have held us back. Since we signed up here for Impact, we've had nothing but shit handed to us. And Brian's like, last week we took matters into our own hands, and when we attacked the tag team champions, until we get a title match against the odds, we'll keep doing it. 37D- from the Nasty Boys. In a poor match, the Rockers defeat the Superflies in 5:39. Mighty Jannetty defeat Ricky Knight both from the Rocker Shock. Jimmy Ocean 18, Ricky Knight 21. Mighty Jannetty 52, Shawn Michaels 46. No work improvements. Old School Heel average, Old School Heel great. 43D, not bad. In an exceptional match, Austin Idol defeat Bret Hart in 16:17 by pinfall after distraction for Jim the Dean Hart. Bret Hart 74, Austin Idol 62. No work improvements, 71C+. And then Big John Studd is standing with Tony's one. He just takes the mind. He's like, look around, truly, I'm the champion. Everyone loves me. You see, you think you're going to do what your friend could not? Don't make me laugh. It is stupid. But this is going to be a war you can't win. I'm going to have my match now, and I'll show you what Big John Studd is about. So we've got 3 of the 4 matches booked. We now have an idea that the tag title is going to be on the line with the Nasty Boys, but we haven't had it confirmed yet. In an exceptional match, Big John Studd defeated The Undertaker in 22:20 by pinfall. Big John Studd makes defense number 6 of his Impact World Heavyweight title. Undertaker 53, Big John Studd 81. Undertaker in performance. Paul Bear did some good work at ringside. 79B. In an exceptional post-show match, Barry Windham and Jim the Dean Hart defeat Arn Anderson and Trudy Blanchard in 15:29 when Barry Windham defeated Trudy Blanchard by the Flying Lariat. Jim the Dean Hart 65, Barry Windham 71, Trudy Blanchard 73, Arn Anderson 72. No work remains 58C-. That's where we end this week's TV show, a 73B-. Thank you all for joining us, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Impact Wrestling. Welcome back to Impact Wrestling. Welcome. We've just bought out AWA. Yes, my friends, we've just literally brought out the AWA, and that means we've now got all the AWA belts. I'm going to retire that belt. I'm going to retire the tag team belt. I want to keep the AWA World Heavyweight title around. With that, I have also with this, I have brought in, if I can find it, I don't know where it is, World Heavyweight. We've got the World Heavyweight, which was Nick Bockwinkel. I didn't bring Nick Bockwinkel in because I didn't want him on the roster. But we have got, with this, I'm going to auto push. I'm going to see if I can find some of them. We've brought in Larry Herring as a road agent. We've also got Jimmy Snooker now on board, alongside Jerry Lawler. We've got Jimmy Snooker as well. We've also got Eric Bischoff as well as an authority figure now. So we're going to be starting to... The question is, do we keep doing our Impact Wrestling show, or do we change Impact Wrestling to All-Star Wrestling and change All-Star Wrestling to... So is what we do is we just retire this for now. Is we just take this off, you know. Let's do that. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to negotiate this. We're going to cancel the deal. Yeah, 25,000. Not a lot, right? We can't do anything else, I don't think, in the sense of hiring, or we can't get agreement with that company. No. So we'll stick with what we've got for now: AWA Championship Wrestling and the B Show, which is AWA. We're just going to go to schedule. I'm doing this on camera so you guys can see what's going on. So we're going to TV controls. Now we've got these two. That's going to just edit details, dormant. Yes, just put that in dormant for now. It will come back. What we'll then do is we'll change this to Impact. Impact All-Star Wrestling, B Show, 1 hour, taped on Wednesdays, shown on Fridays, that's fine. And then we'll do 8, and then we'll get rid of that, and we'll call this Impact Championship Wrestling. What's the current picture for Impact Wrestling? It's that. Right, let's go to here. We're going to change this, actually. This is going to become... Yeah. So yeah, we've bought out this company, which is great. That will be it. That's the one. So we do that. That's then going to become Impact Championship Wrestling, and eventually we'll change the name to Impact Wrestling. But for now, it's going to be Impact Championship Wrestling, 1 hour Saturday nights. So we'll hold it on a Wednesday, be shown on the Saturday. That's fine. And that's all done and dusted. So, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you for a totally different setup and show as Impact Wrestling All-Stars and Impact Wrestling Championship Wrestling will be held tomorrow night. We're now on ESPN, which means we're going to start growing in a lot quicker speed than we were, and eventually, hopefully, we can get our events to be shown on there. But, ladies and gentlemen, we've took over AWA. Watch tomorrow night as we bring you a brand new edition of Impact Wrestling on ESPN. So with the massive changes we've had happen here tonight, it's no surprise that we've had to change up a bit of the company, but not a lot. We will get to try and introduce the company a bit better. But we're at the Venice Community Centre again, in a decent match. So Steve DeSolvoy defeat Danny Davis in 10:04 by pin with the running clothesline. Steve DeSolvoy 33, Danny Davis 45, Danny Davis in performance 45D. In a decent match, Juice from the Liger defeat Ali Park in 9:47 by from the Liger Bomb. Ali Park 54. 45, Juice from the Liger 54, no work for 53C minus. In above a good heat and decent wrestling, the Rock and Roll Express defeat the Simone SWAT team in 11:36 by Ricky Morton defeat Rikishi by pin with the double drop kick. Rikishi 46, Samu 44, Robbie Gibson 60, Ricky Morton 59, Ricky Morton in performance 57C minus. And then in above a good heat and decent wrestling, Rocky Johnson debuts defeating The Undertaker 14:44 by from the Johnson Shuffle. Paul Bear did some good work ringside. Rocky Johnson debuted his Soul Man gimmick, very good. The Undertaker 49, Rocky Johnson 55, no work grumps. That's where we end this B show with 54 C-. I'll see you guys for Championship Wrestling in 2 ticks. Welcome to the first ever Impact Wrestling's Championship Wrestling. Welcome along. We literally just had AW Impact Wrestling All-Star Wrestling. Now we've got Impact Championship Wrestling. Welcome along. Anybody who is used on Championship Wrestling will not wrestle, but we've got a few pre-show and post-show match. In a decent pre-show match, Barry Horowitz, Bam Bam Bigelow and Orlando Park defeat Danny Davis, Owen Hart and Terry Gibbs. In 9:40, Orlando Park defeat Owen Hart by Sky Twist, by the pinfall the Sky Twist press. Terry Gibbs 39, Owen Hart 60, Danny Davis 44, LA Park 47, Bam Bam Bigelow 65, Barry Horowitz 50. No occurrence. Terry Gibbs debuted his old school face and is showing very good. 58 C-. Beautiful. In a decent pre-show match, Bob Holly defeat Brian Pillman in 5 minutes 34, both in the flying leg drop. Bob Holly 37, Brian Pillman 49. No occurrence 49D+. In a decent pre-show match, the Steiner Brothers defeat the Superflies 7:34, and Scott Steiner defeated Ricky Knight by a pin on the Steiner device. Rick Steiner 55, Scott Steiner 54, Jimmy Ocean 19, Ricky Knight 25, no occurrence 47D. In a decent pre-show match, Stephen Regal, the Ultimate Warrior, Tyler Mane, and Yokozuna, who are all current permanent wrestlers on the roster. These are not. Defeated Brian Adams, Scott Armstrong, Steve Armstrong, and Tony Anthony in 14:37. Tyler Mane defeated Tony Anthony by the pinfall, the chokeslam. Tony Anthony 30, Steve Armstrong 42, Scott Armstrong 43, Brian Adams 35, Yokozuna 38, Tyler Mane 13, Ultimate Warrior 2052, and Stephen Regal 46. Scott Armstrong improved in performance. So yeah, these are all here on a one-night deal because we had 4 wrestlers who were heels and no faces on the face, so we did that. And Tony Schiavone's like, welcome to Championship Wrestling. And no, this is not the AWA, this is Impact Wrestling. We have brought the AWA and now we own all their assets and copyright and TV deals, so here we are. Tonight you'll see action and some faces if you've not seen, some new faces you've not seen Impact before, and some old faces if you've watched the AWA. Joining me now, the Impact World Tag Team Champions, the Steiner Brothers. 1,000 people at the Venice Community Centre tonight. And Scott's, look, Tony, we're not going to beat around the bush. We're going to say this once against all odds. Steiners vs Nasty Boys live. See you then, boys. So we have got it booked in, even though it will not be on the channels that we're normally on. It will have to be on our smaller channel, but that's not an issue. The Steiner Brothers will be defending those tag belts against the Samoan. Where are they? Against the Nasty Boys, Jerry Sags and Brian Knobbs. Yep, that will be happening. 44D, not bad. In a decent match, Chris Benoit defeated Scorpio Jr. in 8:05 by submission. Chris Benoit makes defense number 5 of his Impact X Division title. Scorpio Jr. 33, Chris Benoit 59. No occurrence. I thought it'd be a great way to introduce, the new audience we've got now to the X Division by having an X Division title match. That was quite a good match. 56 C-, not bad. In a decent match, the Islanders debut, defeating the Harris Brothers, who are here on one only deal. In 5:34, and Ming defeat Don Harris by putting the super kick. Ming 61, the Tonga Kid 50, Ron Harris 33, Don Harris 33. The Tonga Kid, Island Boy very good, Savage gimmick average. No occurrence with 1D+. So these two have come in from WWF because they were exclusive, so we hired them. And Tony goes, welcome back to Impact. Joining me now, the Impact National Champion, Sting. Because, of course, I'm going to try and hint that he forgot his Championship Wrestling, not Impact. And then later on in the night, he will change it back. Razor Ramon, look around, this place is changing in a short time. We bought AWA. Next is JCP. You see, Impact has one goal, and that's to be the best. And right now, I'm going into this tag match with Jim Neidhart. With a band. I don't know what the hell. Tag match with a band. I don't know what that means, but there we go. That's what he says. And Jim's like, hey, Tony, look, this is my TV and ring debut for Impact. And tonight, I'll show you who the better Hart is. It is me, Sting. Let's go. I am going to be taking the Dean Hart and just keeping the Hart on the end of his name very soon. So it'll just be Jim Hart. In the exception match, Jim Hart and Sting defeat Bret Hart and Razor Ramon in 10:30 when Jim Dean Hart defeated Razor Ramon by putting the Anvil Flatliner. Sting was a weak link. Sting 54, Jim Dean Hart 67, Razor Ramon 63, Bret Hart 76, Jim Dean Hart in Technical 70C+. Not a bad match. Why is... Right, okay, we're going to have to go back. Because I forgot to double check stuff. We don't want Paul Bearer doing this. We'll run through the show again and book everything we need to book. But we need to make sure... not you guys. You guys were fine. It's Truly Blanchard. Truly Blanchard's promo. I always forget to check. Make sure it's Paul Heyman. Right, run through the show. Bob, 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 bob. We're not going to go 58C minus, 48D plus, 48D plus, 41D plus, 49D plus, 59C. We're going to quickly book up that bloody match. Sorry, guys. These things happen. You don't. This is why, and I always say this: check your booking when you're booking the shows for YouTube. Is check to make sure everything has worked. You know, make sure everything's in the right spots. Make sure everything is standing out as it should do. There we go. 59C, not bad. 50D plus, and then we've done that. Then we go into their match. 68C plus, blah blah blah. And then welcome back to Championship Wrestling. I am Eric Bischoff, and joining me now, Truly Blanchard. And truly, guys, look here. I'm the Uncrowned World Champion. And we've got Big John Studd running about with his title like it's nothing important. I'm calling out Paul Heyman, who apparently represents these TV companies, because I want my match tonight. And Paul Heyman comes out and he goes, my name is Paul Heyman, and I represent ESPN, and I have spoken to them, and you'll not get your match tonight. You'll get it against all odds as planned, as tonight you'll team with Arn Anderson to face a team of Sergeant Slaughter and Big John Studd. Everybody Show's debut broadcaster gimmick has got on a train above average. 64C for that promo, not bad at all. In a decent match, Les Mark, Flash Funk, Doc Dean and Blue Demon Jr. defeat Blue Panther, Eddie Guerrero, Norman Smiley and Shawla Guerrero. In 9:39 when Les Mark defeat Blue Panther by the powerbomb. Blue Demon Jr. 35, Doc Dean 37, Flash Funk 41, Les Mark 44, Shawla Guerrero 42, Norman Smiley 34, Eddie Guerrero 49 and Blue Panther 57. Liz Mark and Technical Shawla Guerrero improving the performance. Another good X Division match on tonight's show. In a decent match, the Rockers defeated Nasty Boys in 8-7 and Jerry Sagers counted out after being attacked by Rick Steiner. During the match, we also had Scott Steiner running and attacked 9 Knobs. Brian Knobs 45, Jerry Sagers 43, Mighty Jannetty 53, Shawn Michaels 46. Brian Knobs in Technical, Jerry Sagers in Technical and Mighty Jannetty in Flux 51D+. Jerry Lawler's debut, his old school heel gimmick above average. Welcome back to Championship Wrestling. Joining me now, from the AWA, Jerry Lawler. Jerry, you can see this crown. This means I am the king. No, I've been brought to this shithole from the AWA, from one crap company to another, and right now in that ring, I'll show you my true power as I beat Jimmy Snuka. It's only 1C plus one of the wrestlers we brought in. In an exceptional match, Jerry Lawler defeated Jimmy Snuka in 9:55 by pinfall, using the ropes for leverage. Jimmy Snuka Rideman great for Jimmy Snuka 66, Jerry Lawler 83, no occurrence on 80B. Beautiful match. And our main event of the night is Big John Studd and Sergeant Slaughter taking on Double A, Arn Anderson and Truly Blanchard. In an exceptional match, Sergeant Slaughter and Big John Studd defeated Truly Blanchard and Arn Anderson in 1946 when Sergeant Slaughter defeated Arn Anderson by pinfall. Big John Studd 79, Sergeant Slaughter 65, Arn Anderson 72, Truly Blanchard 73, Truly Blanchard proving technical. Lou Albano did some good work at ringside. Oh yeah, because he manages Arn Anderson, doesn't he? And Bam Bigelow. So if 6B minus, forgot about that. Not bad at all. And in an exceptional post-show match, Larry Zbyszko and Dick Murdoch defeated Austin Idol and Barry Windham in 15:09 when Dick Murdoch defeated Austin Idol by pinfall the Brainbuster. Barry Windham 69, Austin Idol 65, Dick Murdoch 71, Larry Zbyszko 70. Larry Zbyszko in performance, Dick Murdoch in technical performance. Nice. That's where we end tonight's show for Championship Wrestling with Sony 4B minus, increased our popularity in 11 regions because we're now on ESPN. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We'll see you next week for the go home edition of this, and we'll have Against All Odds on Saturday. But yeah, we'll see you next week for All-Star Wrestling and of course Championship Wrestling. Welcome back, Impact Wrestling fans, and we are live at the Tennessee State Fairgrounds tonight with All-Star Wrestling and of course Championship Wrestling. I've hired 2 new wrestlers to help with the heel and face divide a bit better. But yeah, this last week we got quite a lot of viewers watching Impact, so we did really well. We've only got 2 more shows after this. Ultimate Warrior 51, Owen Hart 55, Ultimate Warrior defeated Owen Hart in 10:29 by the Big Splash. Ultimate Warrior in Rumble 56C minus, beautiful. In a decent match, Superflies defeated Rock and 735 and Jimmy Ocean defeated Mighty Genetic by with a handful of tights. Jimmy Ocean 24, Ricky Knight 26. Mighty Genetic 52, Shawn Michaels 45. Michaels in performance, Ocean in Rumble and Ricky Knight in performance 45D. In a decent match, Blue Demon Jr. and Brian Pillman defeat Bob Holly and Scorpio Jr. in 8v3 and Blue Demon Jr. defeats Scorpio Jr. both from the Ace Crusher. Brian Pillman carried the match in terms of influence. Pillman 50, Blue Demon Jr. 34, Scorpio Jr. 36, Bob Holly 37, Bob Holly in Rumble and Scorpio Jr. in performance for 4D. And above had fantastic and good wrestling. Bam Bam Bigelow defeated Rocky Johnson in 827 by Pinnacle Powerbomb. Bigelow 65, Johnson 15, Noah Cruz 64C. And in an exceptional match, Barry Windham defeated Larry Zbyszko in 1950 by Pinnacle Suplex. Larry Zbyszko Sony 1, Barry Windham Sony 2, Larry Zbyszko in Rumble. Sony 5B minus. That gives us a 70C plus overall for that B show. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you in the 2 ticks for Championship Wrestling. 1,285 people packed out the Tennessee State Fairgrounds tonight for Impact Wrestling's edition of Championship Wrestling, our second ever Championship Wrestling edition. Welcome back. Welcome back to Championship Wrestling. Joining me now is Lou Albano and his clients, Bam Bam Bigelow and Arn Anderson. Shut up, Tony. All of you watching at home, listen up. I have been told that Stan Hansen and Barry Windham want a match with my 2 men this Saturday night. You got it. Stan, you want to come back to the States after what you did? Fine. But you're looking at the best 2 men in Impact in this coming Saturday night. We will kick their asses. Now, we've got no pre-show. We have got 1 post-show match, but I've got a huge announcement, as you just saw. It will be an ongoing feud, but I would like to welcome back to the United States of America Mr. Stan Hansen, and he will be joining forces with Barry Windham. And then we've got an upper mid-carder in Bam Bam Bigelow as well. It will be Team Albano versus Team Hansen live this Saturday night, 6-4C. Nice way to kick off the show. In the match, this Mark Flash Funk and Doc Dean defeated Eddie Guerrero and Norman Smiley and Shaul Guerrero in 8:05 when Flash Funk defeated Norman Smiley by the tumbleweed. Doc Dean 35, Flash Funk 38, Liz Moore 41, Shaul Guerrero 43, Norman Smiley 34, Eddie Guerrero 49. Liz Mark and Techno 46D. In the decent match, Nasty Boys drew with the Steiner Brothers in 8:01 following a double countout. Brian Knobs 43, Jerry Sags 38, Rick Steiner 56, Scott Steiner 56. No work appearance of 55C minus. After the match, Jerry Lawler, Brian Knobs, Scott Steiner, Rick Steiner always stopped fighting despite attempts to break them up. There's an all-out brawl to the back. So we've got a double hand out with their storyline, and they have a massive brawl to the back. In an exceptional match, Dick Murdoch defeated Austin Idol in 8-7 by Pin the Brainbuster. Dick Murdoch 70, Austin Idol 65. Dick Murdoch in performance, only 3B minus. Then Eric Bischoff's like, welcome back to Championship Wrestling, and joining me now, Razor Ramon. And Razor's like, hey yo. This Saturday night I face the Sting, and listen to this, Chico. This Saturday night, I will beat Sting and I'll be the Impact National Champion. You see, I am the greatest thing in Impact history. I am the greatest signing in Impact history. I am the future, and if you want to get to the top, I need a title to prove my worth. And this Saturday night, I'll do it. 53C minus from Razor. And then Tony's like, welcome back. Joining me this time, the Impact World Heavyweight Champion, Big John Studd. Big's like, and Studd's like, thanks, Tony. Julie Blanchard, this is something like all the Impact fans will witness your funeral when I destroy you. I'll be not losing this world title. I am here to represent these fans, and that is what I will do. 75B minus from Big John Studd there, of course. In an exceptional match, Arn Anderson defeated Barry Windham in 8:24 by submission after interference from Lou Albano. Arn Anderson's only 1, Barry Windham's only 3. No appearance, only C+. In about a good wrestling and decent match, the crowd, The Undertaker defeated Juice von Liger in 7:47 by pulling up with a tombstone after Paul Bearer interfered. The Undertaker 52, Juice von Liger 56. Undertaker and Techno 59C. And then it's like, welcome back to Impact. Joining me now, Bret Hart. And Bret's like, who are you? And where's Tony? I like him more. This Saturday Night Live, I'm going to kick ass and destroy my brother. I'm going to prove that I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. 67C plus from Bret Hart there. Nice promo from Bret. In an exceptional match, Larry Zbyszko defeated Simon Slaughter in 8:30 by pinfall. Slaughter got a 69, Larry Zbyszko got a 17, no weapon, 75B minus. And in our main event of the night is Jim the Dean Hart and Big John Studd taking on Blanchard and Bret Hart. This is the main event of the evening of Championship Wrestling. In an exceptional match, Jim the Dean Hart and Big John Studd defeated Bret Hart and Trudy Blanchard in 1945 when Jim the Dean Hart defeated Bret Hart both on the Anvil Flatliner. Studd 80, Jim the Dean Hart 66, Trudy Blanchard 76, Bret Hart 79, Trudy Blanchard in Technical. Bret Hart and Trudy Blanchard had great chemistry and team together, which is nice to know. 77B. And then in an exceptional post-show match, Rocky Johnson and Jimmy Snuka defeated Jerry Lawler and Razor Ramon. In 1457, Jimmy Snuka defeated Razor Ramon by pin with a Superfly Splash. Jimmy Snuka 71, Rocky Johnson 55, Razor Ramon 62, Jerry Lawler 85. No work for him, so that's where we end the show. With 75B-. I'll see you guys this Saturday night for Against All Odds, and this card is stacked. We'll see you Against All Odds, guys. Welcome back. The end of episode 5 is going to culminate right now with Against All Odds. Welcome to Against All Odds. 1,500 people have packed out the Tennessee Fairgrounds Arena tonight to watch Against All Odds. In a decent pre-show match, Roy Brookside, Doc Dean, Brian Pillman, Blue Demon Jr. defeat Al Snow. Blue Panther, Enormous Money, and Scorpio Jr. 15-19. When Roy Brookside defeated Scorpio Jr. by pin with the Iconic Slam. Blue Demon Jr. 33, Brian Pillman 50. Doc Dean 35, Roy Brookside 33, Scorpio Jr. 37. Norman Smiley 35, Blue Panther 57, and Al Snow 39. Blue Panther improving in performance, 49D+. In a decent pre-show match, Ellie Parks, Stephen DeSolvoy, and Tyler Mayer defeat Terry Gibbs, Owen Hart, and Juice von Liger. Number 41 was Steve DeSolvoy defeat Juice von Liger both in the running clothesline. Liger 53, Hart got a 60, Terry Gibbs got a 43, Tyler Mayer got a 19. Still DeSolvoy 38 and Ali Park 41. Still DeSolvoy improving flying, 52D+. In a pre-show match, Fantasy and Good Wrestling, Austin Idol defeat Barry Horwitz and 11-7 by pinfall. Austin Idol 63, Barry Horwitz 45, no Workman 62C. In a decent pre-show match, Tim Horner and Conan defeat Steven Regal and The Undertaker 15-27 when Conan defeats Steven Regal by pinfall. Conan 41, Tim Horner 48, Undertaker 56, Steven Regal 50. No work appearance of 53C. My finger is killing me. Tonight, Impact Wrestling is live, and after buying the AWA, tonight Impact brings back their this week on. We're going to scrap that because that did not happen because it didn't fit into my plans. So tonight, Impact Wrestling is live after buying the AWA. Tonight is Against All Odds, and we have quickly become the fastest growing company in the world. And tonight we're going against all the odds. We cut to Nelson, and we can see the excited fans. And Jim's like, "Welcome, wrestling fans! It's a big night for Impact, and we can continue to rise tonight." And just go, tonight is Against All Odds. All the ties are up for grabs. This is Impact Wrestling, and this is live. 69C+, beautiful. In a decent match, Eddie Guerrero defeated Liz Mark, Shaul Guerrero, Flash Funk, Bob Holly, and Chris Benoit in 15-23. In the order of match was Flash Funk first, and Shaul Guerrero, then Liz Mark and Bob Holly, and finally Chris Benoit. Eddie Guerrero is the Impact X Division champion. Eddie Guerrero 53, Liz Mark 42, Shaul Guerrero 41. Flash Funk 39, Bob Holly 39, and Chris Benoit 57. Bob Holly in performance of 53C. Nice way to kick off the evening. In a decent match, Danny Davis defeated Yokozuna 9:44 by pinfall. Yokozuna 38, Danny Davis 44. Yokozuna in performance 45D. In above our good heat and decent wrestling, the Rock Express defeated Simone SWAT team. And the Rockers in 11-4. The All Elimination was the Rockers first and the Simone SWAT team. Robert Gibson 61, Ricky Morton 59, Rikishi 48, Samu 48. Mighty Jannetty 51, Shawn Michaels 46, Samu in technical performance. 60C, a nice little match. In an exceptional match, Jim the Dean Hart defeated Bret Hart in 14-46 by pin with the Anvil Flatliner. Jim the Dean Hart 68, Bret Hart 75, no worker in 79B. In above our great heat and decent wrestling, the Ultimate Warrior defeated Rocky Johnson in 12-37 by pin with the Big Splash. Rocky Johnson 50, Ultimate Warrior 48, Warrior in Flying, 52D+. In above our good heat and decent wrestling, the Nasty Boys defeated Steiner Brothers 11-14-40 when Brian Knobs defeated Rick Steiner by pin with the double DDT. The Nasty Boys win the Impact World Tag Team titles, which wasn't meant to happen, but there we go. Brian Knobs 44, Jay Sags 40, Rick Steiner 53, Scott Steiner 53. No work for us. I don't know why they've been. The Road Agents know it's Brian Knobs to be the victor. No, it's meant to be Scott Steiner. But anyway, the Nasty Boys are now the Impact World Tag Team Champions. Well, that changes the entire direction I was going with that story, but there we go. Things happen. Shit happens. In the exceptional match, Jimmy Snuka defeated Jerry Lawler in 15-26 by pin with the Superfly Splash. Jimmy Snuka 69, Jerry Lawler 83, no appearance in 80B. In a decent match, the Islanders defeated Superflies in 55 when Ming defeated Jimmy Ocean by pin with a Super Kick. Jimmy Ocean 26, Ricky Knight 28, Ming 60, Tonga Kid 51, Ming in performance 51D+. In the Battle of Atlantic, in good wrestling, Doink the Clown debuts defeating Larry Zbyszko in 14:59 by pinfall the Northern Exposure. Larry Zbyszko 69, Doink the Clown 47. Doink the Clown has debuted Clown Glink, initial rating above average. I forgot to check that his moveset is set to Doink the Clown, so I'll do that. Of course, this is not the Doink the Clown you're thinking of. This is Matt Bourne. 59C is a babyface clown. Oh, okay, he's racing on drugs, which is not good. In an exceptional match, Sergeant Slaughter defeated Dick Murdoch in 14:05 by pinfall. Sergeant Slaughter 64, Dick Murdoch 70. Dick Murdoch in performance only 4B-. In a good match, Sting defeated Razor Ramon in 15:08 by pinfall. Sting makes defense number 5 of the Impact Wrestling National Championship. Razor Ramon 62, Sting 54, Noah Career 62C. In an exceptional semi-main match, Stan Hansen and Barry Windham defeat Bam Bam Bigelow and Arn Anderson in 14:37 when Stan Hansen defeated Bam Bam Bigelow by pinfall the Western Lariat. Luo and Bano did some good work at ringside. Stan Hansen debuts Cowboy gimmick below average. Arn Anderson 71, Bam Bam Bigelow 63, Barry Windham 72, Stan Hansen 74, Bam Bam Bigelow improving technicals, only 5B-. And then in an exceptional match, Big John Studd defeated Trilly Blanchard in 24:32 by pinfall. Big John Studd made defense number 7 of the Impact World Heavyweight Championship title. Trilly Blanchard 72, Big John Studd 82, Noah Career 80B. That's where we end tonight's show with a 78B. That is a beautiful rating. We're going to go to Big John Studd. We're going to give it to Trilly Blanchard, and we're also going to give it to Bret Hart as well, because they were the best people on the night. Let's praise all these guys for great performances. And we'll see you in episode 6 when we continue the road to our 1 year anniversary. Thanks for watching.